Good afternoon. Welcome to APC Expensive Students. Yeah. We are having lunch. Right? Enjoying one time. Coordinator, APC coordinator. Yeah. Okay. We'll start. Last week, we identified yes. Last week, we gave the instruction to the financial for the last week. Very mistake. Take it 2 hours. The next one, we get the 26. Anyway, second lesson is financial markets, financial markets. Have to stay here and do it. No? Okay, so what we are going to discuss the components, basic components of the financial system. We have 6 components, and then so we are going to identify the links between the financial markets and then the companies, the manager's role, and then we are going to have a discussion regarding trends, global trends, as well as the current trends and new in the financial market Sri Lanka. Right. Okay. So, as the finance managers, why do we need to consider about the financial markets? Yes. You all are going to become the future chartered accountant. So then, why do you need to consider about the financial markets? What's the reason? Future chartered accountants. CFOs, CEOs. Why do we need to consider about the financial market? Or its financial system? Yes. Yes. Fine. For decision making, exactly for decision making. Yes. What sort of decisions? Finance decisions. Okay. Specifying finance decision means how many financial decisions be taken by the finance manager? 4 decisions. What those 4? Dividend, investment, capital structure decision, and then the last one, working capital management decision. Right. Okay. Specify. Why do we need to identify the financial market or a system, financial system? That's finance managers. Just thinking, but They're not the X coordinator. No. The coordinator, you are we can look X-ray in the route. No, Wendy. Imasha. Then for your coordinator. That means you need to look after it. Yes. You are line one umbrella. Right. Okay. Anyway. Yes. Around 20 or 20 so they are 17 years for them. Okay. Okay. Chalo. What are from your friends? Chalo, no? Chalo. Anyway, Chalo is here at the lesson. Same lesson. These days and these days. Okay. So then like. Okay, as the finance manager, right? So we have to consider mainly the mainly financing decision. What do you mean by financing decision? The way how the companies are acquiring the funds. It may be either debt or equity, right? From where you can borrow these funds? Exactly from where? Financial through the financial market. So therefore, finance manager or as business is here, financial markets the other way around, the other place. So then financial organizations are there, financial intermediaries are there, such as banks, insurance organizations, leasing companies, and etc. What they are doing is, so they are making the intermediary process forward to acquire the business or as a cash flow to the business. So therefore, finance market is really important for the finance manager. Why? They need to acquire the funds. Plus, if they have the extra funds, what they can do, they can invest in the financial market. Right. Are you satisfied about the financial system in Sri Lanka? No. Why? Are you satisfied with the financial system in Sri Lanka? Yes or no? No. No. If compared to the last 2-3 years, it will be, no? Yes. As per the statistics, right, exactly the Sri Lankan confidence in the financial system stability improved. These are the statistics. So then 2025, all the statistics provided that with compared to the last 2-3 years, what happened? Sri Lankan general public, their confidence has been increased up to certain levels regarding this financial system in Sri Lanka. Right. Okay. What do you mean by a system? System, not the financial system. What do you mean by a system? System integrates with subcomponents. What they are doing? So they are interacting or else acting each other towards what? To achieve some sort of goal. So therefore, financial system also includes some subcomponents. What those are? Do you have any idea? No. No idea. We'll see. Okay, anyway, system definition is given to us. Interrelated and independent components which work together to achieve a common set of objectives, right? So then accordingly, we can identify the financial system as interrelated plus independent, especially. So those are interrelated. We identify the components. Those components are interrelated with each other, but those are very independent. So which component work together to channel the funds from the surplus parties to the deficit parties of the economy, right? So there are some units which have the surpluses, money surpluses, right? So like that. Let's take an example. Here also there may be some students which have the surpluses. Right? At the current moment, they may have 1 million excess funds. So class, so within the same class, there may be some students who need the funds 1 million. And likewise, within the market, within the Sri Lankan economy, there may be surplus parties as well as the deficit money unit. Right? Financial system, what's their main role is they are taking the funds from the deficit money unit and they are transferring these funds to the where? To the deficit. So they are taking the money from the surplus unit and transferring the money to where? To the deficit money unit. That means they are playing what? Intermediary role in between these two entities. Okay. What do you know about the financial system of Sri Lanka? Yes. Write it down. I had a QR code for this one, but unfortunately it doesn't work. But I paid for this one. Maybe, but unfortunately I can't access. Therefore, what do you know about the financial system of Sri Lanka? Three words, that's enough. Three lines, that's enough. One word, that's enough. One, two, one financial system. We last the speech. Any volunteers? Start from this. With that. What do you know about the financial system in Sri Lanka? Just read what you can go. Financial system. Financial markets comprise with key components. Okay. Financial institutes and the banks and others. Okay. Yes. I do. Yes. What do you know about the financial system? Okay. Financial system controlled by the central bank Sri Lanka. That's true. Butterfly. No, we have butterfly. It's that. It's very nice. Okay. What do you know about the financial system of Sri Lanka? That's where the funds are exchange. We can borrow the money. Okay. Yes. Market. Market policies. Okay. Market policies. Money. Money circulation. I can't remember the name. Yes, but I Hassan. CBSL has the authority to responsibility. So, what do you know about the financial system in Sri Lanka? Having a monetary policy, it's control or else enacting the monetary policies in Sri Lanka. Okay, let's see. Shehan. Create money and facilitate for the money. Okay. Any online students who need to explain their ideas regarding financial system in Sri Lanka? Working, no? My counts. Okay, right. Can you identify these images? Yes. What's the first one about? Yes. What is this for? Central Bank of Sri Lanka. What is this for? Security Exchange Commission. Security Exchange Commission. So we call it as a SEC. Colombo Stock Exchange. I hope you translate. So it's for the financial instruments, the cash deposit, receivers, bank balances, and etc. What is this? Banks, insurance, and other things again is for the stock market behavior or as the financial market. So these are the some of things we need to focus when we are discussing about the financial markets. Right. Okay. Mainly, right? Financial system of Sri Lanka comprises how many components? How many subcomponents? 6 subcomponents. What's the first one? Yes, Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Second one, other regulatory parties, other regulatory bodies. Third one, financial markets, financial markets. Next one, financial instruments, financial instruments. The next one, financial infrastructure. Okay, financial instrument, financial institutes, and the last one, financial infrastructure, right? So all together, we consider it as a financial system in Sri Lanka. So these every 6 components are very independent, but they are collaborating with each other when they are handling these financial activities in Sri Lankan context. Right? Okay. So we'll discuss later on why do we need to how the financial system contribute for the Sri Lankan economic context. Right. Now, so we count. So this is the total theory lesson. So therefore you had your lunch, and you had your lunch, you are about to sleep. So when we do like this, count it. One. Okay. Okay, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1. 7, 7, 1. 7. 1. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Shehan 7. Okay. 1, 2, 7. Right? 7. 1 is remaining. You are coming first group. Okay. First group here. Right? Second group, third group, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, and seventh one here. Right? You form your own groups. One, two, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take it from the first row. Second sum, we start to first row. Okay. Someone from your group. Yes. Someone from your group. No one. You explain what you have found during that 30 minutes. You just look at that note and read. You decide the person who is going to explain your all the discussion ideas to the other. Yes. Financial institutes. At least one by one from parts. Can explain. Someone explain about part. Yes, okay, it's okay. It's down at financial instruments. Others, when they are discussing it, you have to note down about the financial institutes. Yeah, financial institutes. Okay. Financial institutes. First, explain what is financial institute. What do you mean by a financial institute? You have to be members now. To divide your group discussion into the members, and members need to explain. Yes. What do you mean by a financial institute? Read. Okay, please. Read loud. हाँ see Okay, next. Best. What's their main role? So they are the intermediary persons or intermediaries in between or facilitating smooth flow of funds from the surplus units to the deficit money unit in the economy. What are the examples? Banks. Banks can be divided into others. Now you have to listen very carefully. Banks can be divided into two. And what those two? Lanka specialization bank and the other one licensed commercial bank. Okay, explaining. Any idea regarding licensed commercial banks? No. Yes, I can hear. Licensed commercial banks offers saving account facilities, loan account facilities, credit card, foreign exchange services. Let's see. Okay. How many licensed commercial banks in Sri Lanka? Others 24. 24. Licensed specialization banks. So their main activities provides the fund for the savings as well as the other development of finance. How many licensed specialization banks in Sri Lanka? How many? How many specialization banks? 7. 6 licensed specialization banks. So then what are the other organizations? Financial institutes, non-bank financial institutes, capital market institutes, brokerage companies, involved in the stock market exchange activities. So then insurance companies, like the finance companies, leasing companies. So they are playing an intermediary role when they are providing the money from the surplus to the deficit money. Okay, good. Right. So when they are providing this surplus money to the deficit money unit, what are the things that they are using? It's financial instrument. Financial instruments. Okay. From your end, what do you mean by the financial instrument? banks ඇවිල්ලා මොනවද කරන්නේ? ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි සල්ලි ඇතුළත් එකේ සල්ලි කටේට transfer කරන්නේ. ඒක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ කවුද? What are the instruments? Yes. Next page. Yes. What are the financial instruments? Yes, explain one by one. Financial instruments. Treasury bills. What are the examples for the financial instruments? Treasury bills. Okay. So this is the loan demand in Sri Lankan context. You can refer these facts and other things. So these things have been extracted. Central Bank report, Sri Lankan demand for growth fasting 2025 QB Q2. This is the CB Central Bank survey. By looking at here, so what happened? Now the SME, retail, corporate and other things. So they are having a high demand for now the loans. That's it for me. Right. Financial instruments. Right? Okay, example for financial instruments, not for the group, not from the group number 7. Bonds, what else? Corporate bonds, corporate debentures, shares, preferred shares, ordinary shares, treasury bills, treasury bonds, what else? Unit trust, lease, loan, all these things are what? Financial instrument, but the main role they are transferring, they are the financial asset which transfer the deficit money unit to the excess, from the excess money unit to the deficit money unit. Okay. Yes. We'll start with the shares. That's the most important. From your end, the familiar thing is shares. Okay, one regarding the shares. They become a shareholder in your rights such as voting in corporate distributions and giving. Okay, right. Shares. The equity instrument. So we have two type of financial instrument, debt instrument as well as the equity instrument, right? So one of the instrument is what? Shares, right? Shares, what's role is, so they are giving the entitlement of the company to the investors. So meanwhile, they are taking the fund from the investors. Shares can be divided into two. What those two? Preference shares and the other one ordinary shares. Right? What's the difference between preference shares and ordinary shares? Ordinary shares. Okay. Right. So what's the difference between ordinary and the preference shares? Yes, ordinary and the preference shares. Preference shares. Yes, it's a part of equity instrument, but the company is not going to give the entitlement to the investors. But they have the right for the fixed dividend, but they don't have the right for the voting power. Right? We compare to that ordinary shares. Right? So ordinary shares, they are the real owners of the organization. Plus, they don't have the fixed dividend, they have a volatile dividend. Plus, but they have the voting power. So this is the main difference. These are the main differences between ordinary shares and the preference shares. Right. Okay. Treasury bills. Treasury bills. Treasury bonds, treasury bills.
Sri Lanka, we are talking of Sri Lanka. Securities have 1 year maturity period. It is maturity 91 days, 100 days, and 364 days.
Okay, right. Treasury bills issued by whom? Central Bank of Sri Lanka. For what? For the government fund requirement. So therefore, treasury bills, what sort of a debt instrument? Yes, what sort of a debt instrument? Short term or long term? Short term, right? As we said very correctly, Sri Lanka, they having the treasury bills for 3 months, 6 months, or less than 91 days, and then 182 days, and then the 384 days. 84 days. 82 days, right? That means less than a 1 year period, right? Okay. Treasury bonds. Years. Okay, right. Again, same. Then the treasury bonds issued by whom? Central Bank of Sri Lanka on behalf of the requirement of the Sri Lankan the fund requirement. So then it's again medium and long term. Medium reflecting more than 1 year, in between 1 to 5 years. So then the long term requirement in the sense maximum limit is 30 years. Right. Okay. What's the difference between then the treasury bills and treasury bonds? Short term and the long term, but that is the main difference. Treasury bills, so they are issuing at a discount. And that means discount means if the face value, right? Face value of this treasury bills is 100, you can purchase this treasury bill for a 97 rupees. Right? After 3 months period, you got the central bank or whatever the primary dealer, and if you present it, what you can claim is the 100. So that is the gain that you can earn when you are investing in the treasury bills. Right? Treasury bonds, it's a separate case. It's same as a fixed deposit, but what on the treasury bills, treasury bonds, what they are receiving is the coupon payment, which is similar to the interest, FD interest. Commercial papers. Commercial papers. Okay. The other instrument is commercial papers. Yes. Okay, that's it. Commercial papers, unsecured financial instrument issued by organizations or the corporations, right? It's short term, right? Again, same as the treasury bills, commercial papers are issued at a discount, but they are requesting a larger amount of funds from the investors. For example, at least 10 billion, right? Short term, but they are issuing it at if they requires 100 million, they issue it at 90 million. So then, after 3 months period, the investors can claim for this 100 million. The difference between 90 and the 100 is the commercial papers gain, but it's highly risk. And in Sri Lankan context, only 3 to 5 they issue the commercial the banks, they issue the commercial papers. A high risk financial instrument, but is a short term purpose. Right. The other one, last one, corporate bonds.
Check the guidelines. Say has introduced separately. Credit rating agencies provide independent assessment of the
Okay, that's enough. Again, same as the government bonds, companies, they also having the chance to issue the bonds, which is called as the corporate bonds or corporate debentures. These names are having two different debentures and the bonds in Sri Lankan context. We are not considering the difference between bond and debentures, but in the UK and the other countries, so there is a difference between bond and debentures, right? Anyway, same as the treasury bonds, it's a long-term perspective plus medium-term perspective. What you are getting on these treasury bonds are the coupon payment and the capital gain at the end of the period, maturity period. Right. Okay, financial instrument type. Financial institutes, financial instruments. Okay, we'll go now the money market, primary market. Okay, before moving that, we'll go to money market. Money market. Financial markets, okay, and then the money market. Yes. What do you mean by money market?
Is a part of financial system where short-term borrowing take place.
Where the short-term borrowings are traded, we call it as a what? Money market. What are the short-term financial instruments? They explain treasury bills. What else? Okay, tell me what are the financial instruments traded in the money market? Treasury bills, okay. Commercial papers. Interbank, okay. The interbank money exchange, what else? Foreign exchange, right? Money market can be divided into 4 markets. What those 4? Anyone? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Yes. That's the first one. Zero. Interbank money market. Okay, what do you mean by interbank money market? Short-term borrowings and the lending in between the bank. If some bank don't have the capacity to make the payments, what they can do is, so they can require the fund. They can request the fund from the Other banks in a short time, okay, we settle once after we receive the money within today. Right? Likewise, or else maximally 1 week period. Likewise, the banks are exchanging their funds. We call it as a interbank money market. Right? But second one. Okay, foreign exchange market. Again, what do you mean by foreign exchange market? Okay, one country's currencies to the other country's currency. Okay, it's like this. In Sri Lankan context, so there are some individuals who are having the dollars or who are having some foreign currencies. Thus, in Sri Lankan context, same as the foreign, same as like that. There are some individuals who need the dollars, who need the foreign currency. So what they are doing is they come to the bank. If it's excess money you need, excess foreign the persons who are having dollars come to the bank and they deposit me. So then again to the bank, there may be some individuals who came to the banks who is requesting that dollars. So therefore, they are changing these dollars, excess money unit from the deficit money unit. We call it as a which kind of thing? Foreign exchange market. Right. The other treasury bill market where the treasury bill is traded, we call it as a TB market. The last one, commercial papers market where the commercial papers are traded, we call it as a commercial paper market. Okay. What else? What do you want to explain first? What is that? Okay. Listen to this. Duties of the money market. Okay. What are the duties? Monetary policy of nights, right? Help central bank monitor the central bank policies. Okay. Maintain liquidity. How they are maintaining liquidity money market? Money market, how they maintain liquidity? What do you mean by liquidity? Liquidity, the capacity to make the or else whatever the financial asset into the cash. So then how the money market provides facilitate for liquidity. If the person who is having a short-term financial instrument can go to the money market and sell or else sell it. So there are a lot of individual investors who are seeking for these short-term financial instruments. If you want to sell it, you don't need. Example, or the Wahan last year, but in on the so you don't need. Right? So you can go to the money market. There are a lot of individuals who are seeking or who are seeking the purchase of this short-term financial instrument. So therefore, it's provided liquidity facility. Right. Okay. Short-term funds. Okay. Okay. Promote savings and investment. So they can ask the once they are increasing and decreasing the interest rate and other things. So they are balancing it and plus, so what they can do is they can promote the financial individuals, savings and etc. Okay, that's it. Good. Money market, capital markets. Yes, capital markets. Okay, the basic thing. What is it? Capital market trade. What sort of financial instruments? What sort of financial instrument? Come on. Okay, just. Yeah, okay. What are the financial instruments traded in Money market. Okay. What are the financial instruments traded in money market? What sort of things? Some treasury bonds, money market, treasury bonds. I mean, what's the main character of these financial instruments? Okay. What's the main character? Anyone else? Very good. For the money market, it should be a short-term financial instrument. Because it is the right. Okay. The second one. Now we go to the capital market. Right. For the capital market, what are the financial instruments traded? Tell Okay. What are the financial instruments traded in capital market? Yes. Treasury bonds. Okay, it's a sort of financial instrument. I mean, what is the main character? Long term, right? Secondary market, not secondary market, finance. Capital market main character is one. Exactly, it should be a long-term financial instrument. Okay, what else? Explain. Okay, primary market and the secondary market. Good. Okay, it's okay. But regarding the primary and secondary market, but regarding the capital market, what are the things you need to explain? Who are the participants in this capital market? Interbank money market. Okay. Who are the participants? Yes, exactly. The Colombo Stock Exchange, listed companies in the stock exchange, and then so there are some individuals. Okay. Here is talking about capital market and then the participants. Stockbrokers and then the investment banks, primary dealers, regulators to maintain these activities, and then the individual investors as well as the institutional investors, that means the business. Right. What else you need to explain? Colombo Stock Exchange. We'll come to that point later on once after we discuss the next one. Primary market. Right. True. Primary market. Which are issued to the public for the first time. Okay. The main thing, what is it? Primary market. What's the main role? Primary market where the securities are created or else issued. That means in the first time. Okay, where the financial instruments are created, we call it as a money market. Right. Markets. Three ways by which company may raise capital in a primary market, such as public issue, right issue, and private placement. Okay, right issue and then the public placement. right issue and then the other one, public issue, private placement. What else?
The right issue is an invitation to existing shareholders to purchase additional shares.
Okay, right issue. What do you mean by the right issue? Come on, right issue. Yes, right issue. What do you mean by the right issue? Right issue. Come on. Anyone else? Existing. It's the invitation for the existing shareholders to purchase the company's shares. Okay. Then IPOs. What do you mean by IPO? Hassan. Yes, very good. Hassan, what do you mean by IPO? IPO, initial public offering. What do you mean by IPO? IPO. Anyone from the group? Initially, what they are doing? The companies are calling the public to purchase the organization share. We are calling it as if it is the first time, it is a IPO. What else you need to explain regarding the money market? That's it. Okay. Then next class. What is it? Your group. Let's explain. It's primary market, and then we'll go to the secondary market. We discussed about the we started it with the financial institutes, so then financial instruments, so then made classification, money market and the capital market. From the capital market, we shifted into the primary market and the secondary market. Then lastly, we go to the financial infrastructure. Once after we identify the CSC. Okay, from your group. Hassan, can you hear it? Right, okay. Financial markets. Already on. So they have already owned the shares and other things. It may be bonds, it may be debentures and etc. But they are in the one. Secondary market facilitates to exchange these acquired financial instruments among the investors, like others. The main platform is one CSC. What you can do? Explain. What are the other things regarding the secondary market? Individual retail investors.
Institutional investors.
Businesses.
Investors.
Foreign investors.
Brokerage.
Exactly, stock brokers and the brokerage companies who are facilitating for that. Main provider or its main facilitator for the secondary market. Who is that? Yes, who is that? Colombo Stock Exchange. Main functions of the secondary market. Exactly, liquidity provision. That means again what happens? If you have a financial instrument, you can go to the secondary market and sell, or else if you have excess money, you have the chance to buy it. Okay.
Price discovery.
Price discovery. That means they are disclosing the prices. Capital allocation. Encouraging investments. Okay, market efficiency. Right. Exactly, market is efficient. And then what is the main advantage that you can get from the secondary market? Main advantage. Anyone else? Priya, free of trading, okay, free of information, right? Free of information. All the information should be disclosed under the CSC. So then you don't need to wait until the, okay, regarding like the other organization, you don't need to wait until they are disclosing the annual report and etc. You go to the market, you search about prices, and there may be different discounts and all the things. You can refer it and you can purchase the shares into both. Last one, Cayman, CSC. You can't hear it. Cayman. We can't hear it. Correct.
Financial capital markets serving as a primary platform, trading securities such as stocks, bonds, and other financial instruments.
Okay. It's clear, eh? Okay, CSC. It's also a company which facilitates for what? Which facilitates for what? For the secondary market to trade the financial instrument among the investors. Which sort of financial instruments? Short term or long term? Short term or long term? Exactly. Long-term financial instruments. What are the long-term financial instruments? Treasury bonds, and then debentures, shares, ordinary shares, what else? Government securities. Okay, I will come to that point. So those are the long-term financial instruments traded in there, the CSC. The small thing is CSC trade long-term securities, but there is an exceptional case. What is it? Treasury bills also traded at the CSC. Even if identify the long-term financial instrument, they are facilitated to trade the treasury bills as well as exceptional case. Right? Other than treasury bills, all the financial instruments traded in the Colombo Stock Exchange is the long-term financial instruments. Right. Okay, what else you need to explain? How many PSCs in Colombo Stock Exchange? Study Colombo Stock Exchange. 286. And how many categories? How many categories? 20 categories as per the BSAA classification. Right. Okay. Is that all? Functions of CSC. Facilitating capital raising, providing liquidity, promoting financial literacy, because why CSC maintains some financial programs as well, free of charge. Regulatory market integrity. Okay. Who is monitoring the CSC activity mainly? Yes. SEC, right? What do you mean by SEC? Yeah, SEC. What do you mean by SEC? SEC, Security Exchange Commission. Security Exchange Commission. So they are the main party who monitors the CSC activities. I hope it's clear to you regarding the financial markets and the financial instruments and then the financial institutes. The last one, group number 6, is financial infrastructure. Okay. Anyone from the group? Yes.
Financial infrastructure to the fundamental systems, institutions and services that support the functioning of the country's financial system, and this acts as the backbone of the financial system.
Okay. Backbone of the financial system is what? Financial infrastructure. Even we had the financial institutes, even we had the financial instrument, without the infrastructure, we can't sell and buy these financial assets. Right. Okay. Okay, payment and settlement systems. We have a lot of payment and settlement system. What are those? Lanka clears off.
Lanka pay local debit card in pay payments using credit.
RTGS and payments. Okay. Main financial infrastructure, the payment and settlement system are facilitating smooth functioning of the finance from the deficit to the excess money unit. So these are the some of example RTGS and SSS, and then the SSDS, and especially central depository system. If you need to purchase or the sell the shares in the Colombo Stock Exchange, you should have the CDS account, and then check imagination system, Sri Lanka interbank payments, and then the electronic fund payments, Lanka QR, mobile payments. All of these things are what they are doing. They are facilitating or else they are acting as a financial instrument to change these funds from the investors to the investors, or as a bank to the investors. Okay, other regulatory bodies. The last one, other regulatory bodies. With the involvement of Central Bank of Sri Lanka, the other organizations, who they are? Yes, Security Exchange Commission, and then what is the other organization? Insurance Board of Sri Lanka. They are maintaining these financial system activities in Sri Lankan context. Okay. So this is how we need to identify about the financial system in Sri Lanka. Okay. Any questions on the financial system in Sri Lanka? Any doubts? No doubts. Questions? No. Right. You can refer these web links for the identify the global financial trends in the international context. So then, if you don't have any questions, we can go the quiz today. Like, are you ready? Are you ready for the quiz? Okay. Just refer your note. Online students, I hope you can hear me. So we are going to start the quiz. Just refer your note for 5 minutes. We started at 2:45. Now it's okay. You just refer your notes.
Hello. Hello, Miss. Hello.
Okay, you have 4 questions for the 4 weeks. Right? Marks 2. Okay.
Hello, Miss.
4 questions, 4 marks, 4 minutes, 2 marks. Right?
Hello, Miss. Okay.
I think she didn't hear us.
Okay, thank you. Which is available, you can attend. Is it available to you? Box finance can probably have the link at it. Huh? But finance can probably have the link at it.
Hello, Miss. Hello. Hello, Miss. Hello, Miss.
Okay, don't attempt. Until I confirm it, don't attempt. Now you can have it. Online students, you also can attend the quiz. Second lesson.
Hello, Miss. Hello. Hello.